work and you feel like, things keep getting worse and worse, and that's how you feel, and it's not getting better, and the pressure, what do? Hey everybody, it's Belinda. In this video, I have Tessa Marie from the Tessa Marie Show. She's going to talk about some steps that you can do when you are stressed at work. Tessa Marie, thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
So I want people are stressed at work. They're stressed and they don't know what to do. They just don't know where to turn. What are some steps or what are things that you would suggest that people can do to help with their stress at work?
Well, work stress, when you're stressed and you're at work, it's really, really, really bad. It's one of the most devastating type of stress you can have because it's with you all the time. It's with you when you're at work, when you're at home, when you're coming to work, when you're leaving work. It just never leaves you. So you have to develop some skills that are maybe not common. But the one important thing you must remember, the change has to start with you. So therefore, you cannot react to the stress without proper thought. So I can give you an example of something that happened to me. There was this situation at work. I had a team of 22 or so. And one team player was not really, what you say, playing with the rest of the team. She thought the only winning team was me. Mm-hmm. The M and the E belonged to her. The rest didn't matter. And for several months, there was always telling her there's no me in team. Mm-hmm. It's too far away to make a word. So anyway, there was this other troublemaker who came to me one morning, sat on my desk. I was at my desk, and she was also a subordinate. I am her director, her boss at the time. And she sat there, her hands underneath her chin, and she told me, don't you, like this? And she said, don't you just hate your job? So when she said that, I moved my body back from my desk, pushed myself back, and I said, no, not at all. And if I should ever come to that, I will find somewhere to sit quietly, close my eyes, and remember when I didn't have this job, how much I wanted it. Yes. And when I do that, that should heal all of what is painful about this job, because all what I am experiencing, it comes with the job.
Yes.
So what I found out though, when I did that, is that she was really a talebearer. She would have taken that information had I said something back to human resources. Mm-hmm. Over the years, I found out that is what she was good at. But luckily for me, I had enough common sense to stop there, or enough experience, and she ended up having to leave my office. So sometimes when people come to you in the workplace, right, you have to be careful what you say. If you have a confrontation or you have a dispute or disagreement with somebody at work, discussing it with a coworker is not the answer.
Right. What is the answer?
So the answer, for example, is the source.
Okay.
Telling somebody, whether they're on the same level as you, beneath you, or a friend of yours at work, is not the right thing. Every good friend has another good friend. The person you believe that's your best friend you can confide in is the person you see in the mirror.
Right.
And if that person is different from you, then you need help. So when you look in the mirror, you're going to see your face.
Right.
And that is who you counsel with first. Your husband, your parents, your family, your friends cannot fix it for you. They are not employed by who employs you.
Right.
So you need to sit, be quiet, in stillness, and say, what can I do with this situation? It's always what you can do. Mm-hmm. We know what is going on. You know what you're experiencing. So is what you can do. Not even how can I do it. What can I do?
Right.
So my usual recommendation is to observe.
Okay.
In a situation like that, with a person like that, you have no choice but to let her have her say and say something that will leave her more dumbfounded than when she came on, because she's looking for in to mess up your life.
Right.
So if you have a confrontation with a person, a boss or another staff member, you try to have a discussion with them quietly. Ask them, can we meet so we can discuss the situation, because it's not good for me.
Right.
You don't have to say it's not good for us. And I would prefer for us not to have that type of relationship at work. It's not good now for us. I don't feel happy about it. It's not resting well with me.
Right.
So you have to go to the source and have a discussion with the source. Now, if the source is above you, that is a different thing, but you still have to have that confrontation.
Right.
Or not confrontation, discussion. You should still go to that person, whether they're your superior, and by yourself and share it with them, because you might find that maybe they have the wrong idea. Right. Or they have wrong information, or they don't know what you're doing, or they don't something. There's a breakdown in communication, and you need to find a bridge together, right? Because you are working in the same place, right? But the cause is something not working at work, right? The cause is this some situation with people where there's going to be this type of stress. So the cause. Now you have to treat the symptoms. You cannot walk away from the cause, because you need to eat, you need to pay your rent, you need to pay your mortgage, you have to buy your food and all of the things that you're working to protect. So what you need to do at that time is to find ways to diffuse that stress. Okay. So when I was in that position, I did a lot of meditation. I meditated sitting. Mm-hmm. I did walking meditations, and I always did a lot of breathing exercises. Okay. I drank a lot of water. Okay. Because it helps to bring you down, calm you down. Another thing that I did, besides meditation and walking and drinking, I watch water. I watch what I eat. Okay. Another thing people don't realize, sugar and starchy food, which turns to sugar, right, is just makes stress harder. And when stress starts to blow up, it can cause anxiety. And when these two meet together, they're combustible. Mm-hmm. So you have to do exercise, meditation, a lot of walking. You don't have to go sweating exercise. Mm-hmm. Walking is an amazing exercise. Everything is moving. Right. You can actually do a walking meditation. Really? You can meditate, and what you can do is try to hear your footsteps and your breathing. It forces you to stay on, so your mind is not even on what troubles you. Okay. Because you're trying to hear heel to toe, let your heel to toe action, and your breathing. So and then another way of walking meditation is to observe what is around you. Okay. So you might see something, a tree, a house. It could be a different calf. All of a sudden, you can see what is on the ground. You might see animals. You are observing your surrounding, and you're keeping away from what is in your head that is constantly pulling you back. Right. So a walking meditation I do that. Mm-hmm. Sometimes when my brain doesn't want to rest, I cannot get it to focus on what I want to do, I say, come on, let's go walk. Right. I'll take you for a walk. So at that time, your brain is like a child. Mm-hmm. You need to calm it down. What do? You take it for a walk. Let's go for a walk. Another thing that pays dividend is a long bath or even a long shower. Okay. You can go in the shower and you can just really, really enjoy the shower. Right. Or if you for that particular moment, you can put just plain ordinary iodized salt in the water and have a bath. That really releases you. Right. And make you feel a lot better. So how long is the bath? I take like a half an hour bath, but because I really make a ritual out of it. Okay. So if I'm having a bath and I'm just really, it's not a bath to bathe. Mm-hmm. It's a bath to relax, okay, to maybe meditate in the bath. Mm-hmm. I'll take a big mug full of water with ice. Mm-hmm. And after I have had the wine, sometimes I will just make it into an actual little spa type of thing. I might take a few grapes with me.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And and candles, and I can have some music, and I could be there for an hour. So most of the time when I do that, I am there for an hour.
Okay.
But for a bath to be beneficial, it should be 15 minutes. 30 minutes, sorry. For a bath to be beneficial, it should be 30 minutes.
Okay.
That gives you, the first 15 minutes gives you time to relax and to let your body get accustomed to the water. The second 15 minutes is really just where you really soak in the feeling, your mind goes a little bit in a better frame. Your breathing slows down and your mind will start dropping. And at that time, you can control your mind to keep it on track to a more positive thoughts. You talk about the water. It's really nice. The fragrances that is in the bath, if you use some scented soaps and oils and salts. And you can talk about, if you're able to read in the bath, you can read. I like to listen to music, and I let the music, knowing where your brain is, I let the music as if it's walking through my brain.
Okay.
So then I'm concentrating on that, not on all the other things that are hard or difficult.
Okay.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure being here today.
So you heard it here first from Tessa Marie, from the Tessa Marie Show, of many things that you can do to help relieve your stress at work. We'll see you at the next video.